The ERi-TV news broadcast crew and I, Delete Haya, are now ready for your daily news briefing at 10:30 local time. But first, let us catch up with the major headlines. Seminar to female members of defense forces and government employees in Logo Ansawa subzone. Contribution of Agricultural Technology Center in the Central Region. Hundreds displaced by floods in Kenya and Somalia. Toxic smog engulfs Pakistan. Now local news. The National Union of Eritrean Women Branch in Logo Ansawa subzone organized seminars to female members of the Eritrean Defense Forces and government employees in the subzone. The seminar was organized in the administrative areas of Liban, Maqarka and Aden Amen. At the seminars, Ms. Gawaini Gabrasilassi, head of the union branch in the subzone, called on the participants to strengthen participation alongside their daily assignments in raising the awareness of the public in avoiding harmful practices. Explaining on the role of women in all sectors of the national development, Mr. Bayanet Agay, Secretary of PFDJ in the subzone, called on women to take advantage of the training opportunities being provided and develop their overall capacity. Several heads of the line ministry also provided briefings on the various issues concerning the role and contribution of women in their national affairs. At the event, general knowledge competition and political, social and cultural issues was conducted, and prizes were handed out to winners. The Agricultural Technology Center located in Central Region is making substantial contribution towards the assessment of agricultural output. The report was made by actively involved experts at the center. The experts stated that the endeavor necessitates a higher level of dedication, perseverance and monitoring, and their pledge to actively carry out their duties. The head of the center, Mr. Aforki Gabrasilassi, stated that the center is contributes significantly to prove crop seeds to farmers in an effort to increase their agricultural output. Additionally, Mr. Aforki asserted that all fertilizers manufactured at the center possess considerable potential for regulating underground water and soil conditions and urged farmers to capitalize their accord. Women's producers who are beneficiaries of the center, they are being able to increase their production and supply the market by utilizing improved crops, seeds, and vegetables. Dear viewers, we'll be back with the international news shortly. Do stay tuned. Welcome back. Hundreds of Garrison residents in Kenya's southeastern region were forced to leave their homes after heavy rains caused the Tana River to burst its banks, flooding surrounding villages. Hassan Dalali is among many who has been displaced. He says that the water had them trapped and all they could was run to safety. Heavy rains linked to the El Nino phenomenon followed by flash floods have submerged towns across East Africa, leaving hundreds of thousands of people homeless. In Kenya, the death toll from floods stood 71, according to the latest figures from the Kenya National Disaster Operation. The heavy rains came after Kenya and other East African countries experienced the worst drought in decades, which too forced thousands of people to leave their homes after losing cattle, crops, and livelihoods. AIDS agencies warned the waterborne disease outbreak among the displaced and is expected to rise. Officials said the planned rains are expected to last into the first quarter of the next year. On our last news, toxic smog overwhelmed Lahore on Tuesday, November 28, at Pakistan's second largest city, topped the list of the world's most polluted cities in the third day. The city on Tuesday held the top spot of the real-time list in the world's most polluted cities, with an air quality index of 324 around 2 p.m. local time, according to the Swiss group IQ Air, which categorized the air quality as hazardous, and the smog also visible in Karachi, which was ranked in the world's second most polluted city. An IQI between 101 and 200 is considered unhealthy, particularly for sensitive groups, while AQI between 201 and 300 is said to be very unhealthy, and above 300 is hazardous. The state government of Pakistan's Punjab has attributed to the pollution and rubble being burnt in the neighboring country's India, said that good seeding plans to introduce rain that could disperse smog and haze was underway. Dear viewers, we've come to the end of tonight's news. Let's have a quick recap of the headlines. Seminar to female members of defense forces and government employees in Logan Sabah Sub-Zone. Activity assessment meeting to youth workers organization. Hundreds displaced by floods in Kenya and Somalia. Toxic smog engulfs Pakistan. That is all our local and international news. Dear viewers, thanks for watching and have a good night.